I'm Jess McCann, and I am a dating and relationship specialist, and you are listening to my weekly Q&A. I am the author of You Lost Him at Hello, and Was It Something I Said? And every week I try to give out some free advice. I like to answer questions, relationship questions, dating questions. So you can send them to me at coach@jessmccann.com or through my website. Let's see, people are joining. Hi, Billy. Hi, Robert. Hi, John, Arthur. Thanks for joining me. I apologize for not promoting this. I sent my kids back to school and my whole schedule has changed, so I'm trying to figure out when am I going to do my Q&A. So I have fit this in today between phone calls, and so I didn't even have a chance to really promote it to everybody. Hey, Marcy. Hey there. Hey, Robert. So I'm still trying to figure out what the best time is to talk to you guys. And it's been particularly busy this week because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I got a shout out on the Today Show with Kathie Lee and Hoda, which was amazing, and I was not expecting it. In fact, I didn't even know about it until almost a week had passed, and I was sitting at dinner with my sister, and she was like, "Oh, my friend Diana heard that you got mentioned on the Today Show," and I was like, "What?" So if you guys had seen my other videos, and if you haven't, check them out. They're on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. You can Google Jess McCann and YouTube, and they should pop up. But I have been talking about rebating, which is when a guy goes out with a girl and meets up with her, pays for her dinner, has a nice time, and then the girl decides she's not interested. The guy then sends her a Venmo for paying back his, the date, the drinks, the dinner, whatever. They mentioned that on Today's Show, and they credited me, which was super nice. And I hope this means that sometime soon I'll be heading up there to do a more lengthy dating segment. Let's see. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Lee. So anyway, that happened. If you want to check out that whole segment with Kathie Lee and Hoda, you just Google Kathie Lee and Hoda and rebating, and you will hear them give me a shout out, which was awesome. And then what else is going on? So this week I have Jen Mapp Resin coming to audit my closet, and she is a friend of mine. We went to Mason together, and she is the author of the book Close the Deal, and she's also the owner of Tiny Closet Tons of Style. So she is a big proponent of capsule wardrobe. If you don't know anything about it, join us on Friday, because she's going to, this terrifies me, go through my closet and audit my wardrobe. And I'm sure we're going to talk about a lot of things that have to do with fashion and wardrobe and lifestyle, and I'm sure we'll get things about dating and relationships in there too. And I will be, I don't know if we'll be live or if we'll just snap pictures, but I'm sure we'll keep you guys posted and want you to join us. So today I don't really have a lot of Q&A to do, but that's because I started talking with a lot of clients last week about a big problem that's happening right now with dating. And I thought, you know what, I really need to address this problem. And then I'm going to go back to Q&A. So please send me questions if you want answers. So the problem that everyone seems to be having right now is not meeting people and not getting on dates. It's going on dates and not having them result in a relationship. So most people right now are complaining to me that they have a lot of first dates and not a lot of seconds. And the first dates seem okay. I don't get rave reviews a lot. I get, it was fine, he was nice, she was okay, but I'm not getting like, wow, I had a wonderful time, I'm totally blown away. And I'm not getting a lot of bad feedback either, but, who wants to go on 100 ho-hum dates? And, the bottom line comes in that it's really become more hard for people to make a connection. And I hear all the time that people want to have connections. Like, if I could only go out and meet that person and just feel like I have a connection with them, like kind of off the bat. And yes, that does happen. But you can also make that happen very easily, actually. And so I thought I would talk about today the one question that you can ask on a date that will make you feel connected almost instantaneously. Now, I'm not saying you'll fall in love right from that moment or that person will fall in love with you because you've asked, but there's no denying that asking this question will make you more connected to that person. And I'll tell you a little story about where I got this one question from. So I moved to a new neighborhood recently, and I've been trying to get to know my neighbors. And it's been fine, just like dating. It's been okay. Talked to a lot of them. They're all nice. One neighbor in particular, I had over for coffee. And we were just chit-chatting about the neighborhood and about, life in general, children, families. And in the middle of the conversation, she stopped and she said to me, "Jess, you just seem like such a people person. You must have a lot of friends, or something about like having friends, or your friends just must really enjoy you." And at that point in time, all of a sudden I felt a little bit closer to this neighbor because of that comment. And why is that? Well, number one, saying that to me made me feel like she was totally engaged in the conversation. She was observing my mannerisms and my personality, and that made me feel like she was connecting with me. Number two, it made me feel like she was interested in me because she was saying something and asking a question about who I inherently am. I am a people person. I don't have hundreds and hundreds of friends, but I have, a good deal of friends, good core friends, and I love them all. Hopefully they love me. And number three, she gave me a compliment. And everybody loves a compliment. It makes you feel good about yourself. So when she said that, I just immediately felt more connected to her. So how do you take that and put it into more of a relationship dynamic? You go on a date with somebody and, you're nervous and you're not sure what to say. So, somewhere in the conversation, you have to work in the question, "You seem like you are blank," and you've got to fill in that blank. So as you're listening to them talk about whatever it is they're talking about, you're gaining all this information about them. And at some point in time, you're going to be able to make a pretty accurate assessment about how you think they are or who you think they are. And as long as it's positive, you should just go for it. And here are some examples. You can say, "You seem like you're really athletic. Were you like MVP of your high school basketball team?" Or you can say, you seem like you're really smart. Do people ask you for advice all the time?" Or you can say, "You seem like you really like a challenge. What do you do when people tell you no or you can't do something?" Or "You seem like you're the life of the party. Do you have like 50 best friends?" Anything at all will make somebody feel like they're more connected to you. And it's a shame that we don't do this more because we're all thinking it. When you sit on a date with someone, you're gleaning all this information and you're making certain judgments in your head and certain assessments in your head about who they are, but very infrequently do we verbalize them. Why? If they're positive, if there's something that the other person is going to like hearing, why not just say it? Because you will make them feel like you are totally engaged and interested in what they are saying, that you want to get to know them, and you're making them feel good, which is only going to make them want to be around you. It is only going to make them feel like they're more connected to you. So if you have been in a relationship, I don't want to leave my friends in a relationship out because that's sort of a question that you ask when you don't really know someone. But if you've been in a relationship with someone for a while, you can still ask this question. In fact, you don't even really need to pose it as a question. You can just more make it as a statement. You can say something like, in the middle of the conversation, whatever you're talking about, insert the blank adjective. I just want to tell you that I've always admired blank. I've always admired your tenacity. I've always admired how thoughtful you are. I've always admired how diligent you are. I've always admired how you can turn even the worst circumstances in life into, something positive. Anything at all. I've always admired blank. That will make somebody feel more connected to you. And we could all use a little bit more of that, even if you've been in a relationship for a year, 2 years, 10 years. Nobody's ever tired of hearing something about them that is good. So that's what I've got for today, guys. I hope to see you guys next week. and I will share more information, more advice on dating and relationships. Please send me your questions to coach@jessmccann.com, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care.